Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young man. He was a blacksmith. His father had taught him the art of blacksmithing, but he was not satisfied with his skills. His father used to wake up every day before sunrise and start his work. But our hero, the young blacksmith, would wake up late and start his work after everyone else had started their fields. One day, he decided to change his life. You see, he wanted to become a great blacksmith, but for that, he needed to learn many new techniques. So he went to the neighboring town to find a master who could teach him those techniques. The young blacksmith worked with that master for 1 whole year. After learning many new things, he returned to his village. After a few months, he became famous in his town and people started calling him the best blacksmith in the region. Everyone was happy for him, especially his wife. She was so proud of her husband. She said, "You know what? Tomorrow is your parents' anniversary. Why don't you make a nice gift for them?" The young blacksmith agreed to this idea and spent the whole night making a beautiful horse saddle. It was a very unique piece of art, and he put his heart into it. Next morning, he gifted that saddle to his parents. His father was very happy. He thanked his son and said, "You have made me the happiest father in the world." Then he said, "I want to tell you something." He took his son aside and said, "You are an extraordinary boy. You work hard, you work honestly, and most importantly, you wake up early." The young man was confused. He said, "What do you mean by waking up early? I thought you also woke up late like me." The father said, "That is where you are wrong. I wake up early, but you, my boy, you sleep late at night and dream about becoming successful. But let me tell you, if you want to be successful in life, then start with waking up early. If you want to be a great blacksmith, then start your day before the sun rises." The young man was ashamed to hear all this. He realized that he had been wasting his time. Even after working hard, he wasn't able to become the best because he lacked discipline. He said to himself, "If I really want to become the best, then I have to wake up early every day and start my work." From that day on, he started waking up early. Every day when the rooster crowed, he would get out of bed and start his work. Slowly, his shop started getting busier. People from nearby villages would come to him to get their tools fixed. He became famous once again for his unique and incredible talent. He even started earning more than before. One day, a king passed by that village and heard about the young blacksmith. He sent some of his men to bring him to the kingdom. When they reached the blacksmith's shop, they were shocked to see how busy he was. One of the soldiers asked him, "Hey, why don't you come with us? The king wants to meet you." The blacksmith politely refused that offer and said, "I'm sorry, but I can't come. I have some urgent work to finish." The soldier insisted, "No, you have to come. The king is offering you a job." "How can you refuse such an offer?" The blacksmith thought for a moment. He knew that if he went with them, he would have to work for the king. And if he worked for the king, he wouldn't be able to return to his village. But then he remembered his father's words. The blacksmith said to the soldiers, "I will come, but first let me finish this work." He worked for a few more hours and then left his shop with the soldiers. When they reached the kingdom, the king offered him a huge palace and a large sum of money. If he agreed to work for him, the young blacksmith accepted the offer and moved to the kingdom. He served the king for many years and became one of the most influential blacksmiths in the entire kingdom. Once again, he became famous for his talent and hard work. Every night, after finishing his work, he would return to his palace. He lived a very comfortable life, but he never forgot his roots. Whenever he got free, he would return to his village to see his parents. So friends, whenever you want to become successful in life, remember the story of the young blacksmith. If you want to be the best, then start with waking up early. If you don't have any goals in life, then set some goals. And if you have set some goals, then work on them. Success doesn't come overnight. It needs lots of hard work and dedication.